Hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, that's nice. What's wrong, babe?
Oh, everything. Nothing. I'm glad you're here. Why don't you come in?
Better yet, why don't we step outside for a second and talk privately? Go ahead. So what's happening?
Oh, I just had another run-in with Gina, and I'm worried about Capital Enterprises, and I'm having this problem with Mason, and I'm upset about what's happening with Ted. Are you sorry you asked?
I'm sorry, I can't help.
You can, just by being here.
Oh, baby. You get that kind of comfort from a houseplant. I was thinking of something specific.
I'm not into specifics right now. I'm having enough trouble with generalities. Speaking of trouble, here comes one. Hello, Julia.
Hi, Eden&Cruz. I'm glad you're here.
Hi, Julia. What's up?
I need to talk to you.
Sure, go ahead.
I think I should talk to you in private.
Well, if it has something to do with Ted, I think it concerns me.
Yeah, we can talk in front of Eden. I'm going to end up telling her everything anyway.
All right. I'm sure you heard what the DA said. It looks like they're going to prosecute Christie on murder and go after Ted as an accessory.
What? How can they do that? He didn't murder anyone. It was Christie.
Yeah, well, it isn't certain yet. I've just been ordered to continue to investigate, that's all.
It's terrible.
I told you you weren't going to like it.
What happens if they think that Ted is lying?
Well, if that's what he's done, he's in major trouble. Actually, one of the reasons I came by was to ask you if you wouldn't talk to him.
Me?
Yeah, I think you might be able to get through to him easier than just about anybody else right now.
I wish you would too, Eden. I'd hate to see anything else happen to them. They've been through enough as it is.
You promised me he was telling the truth.
Well, thank God. Then there's nothing to be afraid of. I can go ahead and investigate it. I don't have to worry I'm going to come up with something that'll hurt him.
Yeah, well, you're so good. You might find something when there's nothing there.
Look, something's wrong, isn't it?
No.
Eden, talk to me. Talk to me. Now, obviously, something is amiss, and we'll both feel better if you tell me. Is it Teddy? Yeah, you still have your doubts?
I just think that he's covering up for her. There was an uneasiness when he answered me. He kept looking over at her, and the only reason I'm telling you this is because I trust you, and I love you.
Are you asking me not to investigate?
I just trust you, and I love you. I don't have to say any more than that, do I?
No. Eden? 10 o'clock. Who turned the alarm off?
Hey.
Hey, yourself. What are you doing out here?
I just, wanted to watch the sunrise.
You rich kids are all alike. The sun doesn't come up at 10 a.m. It comes up at 5:26 or something.
I don't know when it comes up. I saw it. It was beautiful.
Yeah. You been out here since then?
I just want some time to think.
I see. You do your best thinking when you're sleeping, is that it?
I was thinking with my eyes closed.
You look pretty in the morning. How come you turned the alarm on?
Because I didn't want to start the day. I wanted to put it off.
You warm enough?
Yeah.
Well, so what are you thinking about that kept you from coming back to bed?
Us? I was wondering if we were ever going to be on the same side.
I said we would.
It's just this... I don't know, it just seems that things always seem to pull us in different directions. Why is that?
If Ted is lying, I'm gonna have to expose it.
I know it's not easy for you either, and I'm sorry.
I think it's we both hate it a lot. Hello?
Cruz, what the hell are you doing there? You're supposed to be here.
Nick, I'm sorry, man. I got tied up. I'll be there real soon.
Do you want to cancel this or
No,
what?
just give me 10 minutes. Really, I'm sorry, man. I'll be there. Okay? See you, bye. Gosh.
What happens if they find out or if they know that Christy and Ted aren't telling the truth?
You mean if they're lying?
Yes, lying.
Well, I don't know, but I promise I'll come to you first if that's the case.
You mean that?
Yeah.
You mean we're not going to be on opposite sides?
No, baby.
No, that's not the solution.
We'll be on the same side. Look, you want me to give you a lift down to the hospital? You are going to go and help your mom or bring your daddy home today, aren't you?
No, I have a ride. He should be here any minute.
He?
Well,
Who?
Let me get that. That's probably him. Coming. Hi.
Morning.
Good morning.
Y'all ready to go?
Yeah, I'll be right there. Hold on.
Hi.
Yeah.
Eric Tyler.
Cruz Castillo. You're Jack Lee's partner, right?
That's right.
Oh, well, when's Jack coming back?
Well, real soon, we hope. I'm just trying to fill in as best I can, though.
Oh, yeah, well, I can see that. Take good care of my partner here.
Will do.
If you find my purse, give it to me.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Cruz. Cool.
You lead the way.
Listen, I'm sorry. I promise no more interruptions.
Hi.
Hi.
Eric.
Good.
I just thought I'd drop by and pay my respects to your father.
Well, I'm glad you did. We should come by more often.
Yeah.
Like every hour on the hour.
I wish I could. Unfortunately, the boys downtown are keeping me pretty busy today.
Yeah, I'm busy too. But I'm not too busy to take you to him.
Does he need these machines all the time?
It's all that's keeping him alive right now. Daddy? It's Cruz.
Mr. C, I just wanted to stop in and say hello and tell you that we're all wishing you well, and we know that you can come back from this. You think you can hear me?
I think so. I hope so.
Come here. Listen, you want to get away for a little while? I have most of my lunch hour left. We could get some sandwiches and take them back to my place.
Well, that would be nice. We can go to the houseboat and have lunch in the fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's do it then.
All right.
Excuse me, I hope you haven't forgotten, but we have a luncheon date.
With George Sayers.
Mm-hmm.
George Sayers, the head of the Capital Oil Division?
That's right. And if we don't hurry up, we're going to be late.
Oh, I totally forgot.
What car is that from?
Oh. I'm sorry. Look, I'll call you later. We can maybe schedule something for this evening.
Sure, fine. That'd be fine. Actually, you can let yourselves... I'll let myself out. I want to spend a few minutes with your dad, so go ahead. No problem.
Thanks for being so nice.
Yeah.
Bye, Chris.
Yeah, bye, Eric. I really do hope you get better, Mr. C, and soon. whole family needs you.
Jack and I reviewed this all together, and we both agree that there are going to have to be substantial cuts. And that's going to mean cuts in service, too.
Well, we can't do that and uphold the standards that we've always maintained. Dad would go up and smoke if he heard us. No, I refuse. Cruz.
Hi. I didn't realize the board meeting was still going on.
Look, I'm sorry. I just didn't have anywhere else for us to go. I really apologize.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Far be it for me to interfere with Capwell business.
It's just that every time we start working at the house, Gina's lurking around staring at us.
Our office is being remodeled. Eden's office is being painted. Till she came up with this idea, we were really in a bind. Hope you'll forgive us.
Oh, no problem. Of course, I hope you don't mind if I lurk around a little, maybe with a beer in my hand.
Of course not. Come sit with us.
Well, second thought, maybe not, since there is no beer. I thought I had a beer. Huh? Just goes to show you, a deal like this, you can't remember what's going on. Sorry about that. I'll just sit over here and check out the paper.
Sure. We won't be long, I promise.
Yeah, okay, right.
Okay. No, I really don't want to start laying off people. I think the Capitol Hotel's reputation for exclusivity and service is crucial to our future.
You just let me do a little figuring, all right?
All right.
Ridiculous.
I think I hear him pacing out there. I've got to go talk to
Now,
him.
wait, look, we can be through in 5 minutes, and you can have them all to yourself.
All right, 5 minutes, and then we got to take a break, okay?
Deal.
Well, okay, campers, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to kick the two of you out of here. Maybe you can find an all-night diner to continue this little powwow. You see, I'm starving, I'm tired, I need to eat and watch a little TV. Love to stand around out there a little while longer, but I've already read the sports page twice. If that sounds a little inhospitable, it's only because it is.
Look, no one told you had to go outside. You did that voluntarily. I asked you to join us.
I know, and now I'm voluntarily asking you to leave.
Cruz is perfectly right. You know, we just barged in here. We didn't ask him.
Fine, then we'll leave. It was a mistake to think that we could even work here anyway.
Maybe you were right about what you said this morning.
No, I was not right. And I will call you later and we'll talk about this.
You will?
Yes, absolutely.
Great.
Give me a kiss. You ready?
Let's go.
Thanks, Cruz.
Yeah, no problem. Said several times before. Hello. No, he's not. Because this isn't Eric Tyler's house. Why don't you look it up in the phone book, pal? Jeez. Is no beer cruise, you idiot. God.
Got a delivery here for Got a delivery here for Inspector Castillo. He's expecting it.
Sure, I'll take it. I'll give it to him. Thanks.
How considerate of you to let me oversleep again.
I was trying not to wake you. I thought you needed the rest.
When did this come?
You want some eggs, Benedict?
When did this
No,
come?
now
Eden?
come on. You said you weren't going to read these. It was your day off.
I know, but I have to work today.
Oh, because of that? What is it?
It's a gun.
I know that. I saw Steve Bassett's name on it when I looked.
Well, if you know what it is, then why are you asking me, Eden?
I just wanted to see if you'd tell me voluntarily.
Well, it's police business, all right? Therefore, it's none of yours.
Mm-hmm. You said sweetly.
Look, I don't ask you what you're up to with Jack Lee all the time, do I?
Not up to anything.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, because you sure do spend a lot of time together doing it, whatever it isn't.
Well, this is a change. Thought I was supposed to be the one that's insecure and jealous all the time.
I'm every bit as insecure and jealous as you are. I just don't show it as much as you do, that's
you
all.
don't have to be jealous of Jack.
Well, I better not have to. I trust you.
Me?
Babe, yeah.
Babe.
I don't trust him, though, just you.
Eric.
Hey, Eric, come on in, yeah? Thank you.
How are you? Where's Jack?
He couldn't make it. He asked me to have him.
Actually, I asked Eric to stop by.
You asked Eric to come and you didn't tell me?
Yeah.
I think you better ask Cruz to explain it. I'm just along for the ride today.
What is going on?
Well, Eric and I are going to take Ted down to the house in Ventura where Bassett was killed. And we're going to meet Christy and Julia there.
So what you were trying to do is reconstruct the crime. You want to catch them in the middle of a lie, is that it?
Something like that.
Cruz?
Yeah, something like that.
I think he has a right to not be put through something like this. He has suffered enough as it is.
Cruz feels that it's important.
Oh, wait a minute, Eric. As you know, my brother might be in a lot of trouble. Now, Jack Lee was on this case because he has a personal attachment to it. You are only Jack's associate.
I know what you're trying to say, Eden, but the fact is I am Jack's partner. And make no mistake about it. I work for Ted, not for Cruz, not for the DA.
Now, look, I don't want to offend you at all, but we hired Jack Lee because we wanted Jack Lee. We wanted his reputation, his knowledge, and his experience.
I understand, Eden. But the very fact that I'm here today is at Jack's insistence, because I happen to have even more experience in criminal law than he does. What you might not know is that I've been on top of this case from the very first day that Jack had it. Jack has relied on my expertise for 10 years successfully. And if you excuse me for saying so, in this area, I can't do that.
Now, what did you mean by wanting Lake in there for a reason?
Well, I know that Ted isn't going to be able to lie around her. That's been his big problem in this whole case is Lakin and the fact that he can't tell her what's really going on. I intend to capitalize on that.
Don't you think that's a little underhanded?
No, I don't think it's underhanded. If he's telling the truth, there'll be no problem. The problem is going to be to get her to go along with it, which maybe she will. I mean, she probably wants to know what went on in that house that night as much as the rest of us.
I'll tell you what I don't want. I don't want another repeat of what happened when you arrested my mother.
Now, Eden, that's out of my hands. I was doing my job then, and I'm doing my job now.
So what you're telling me is that I'm going to have to be the one to make the adjustment? You know what happened when I did that last time.
I'm sorry. How else can we deal with it? My job doesn't change. Now, I'd appreciate it you keep it in mind that I'm on Ted's side. Excuse me, there's Lake in there. I gotta talk to her. Can you handle this?
Yes.
Hey,
Hi.
can I bend your ear for a second?
Sure. What is it?
Well, you don't have to go along with this if you don't want to, you know?
I want to. I want to know the truth just as much as you do.
In other words, you don't think that Ted's been telling the truth?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, well, for whatever it's worth, if he is lying, I'm sure it's because he loves you, wants to protect you and keep you from becoming an accessory.
I don't think that's such a terrific way to show somebody you love them.
Welcome home.
Hi! Well, if it isn't the light of my life, and don't you look nice and mad? You going to a party or are you just coming from one?
Or maybe it's just started. Look, I made dinner.
Oh, that's beautiful, baby. Thanks.
So give me your coat. How'd everything go with Ted and Christy?
Not too well.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I took him through it. I wish there was some easier way of saying this, but there's no doubt in my mind that they're both lying.
No.
Yeah. I left Lakin there with Ted. She wanted one last chance to try to shake the truth out of him. I figured it couldn't hurt, you know. But I'll tell you, if that doesn't work, I'm washing my hands of it. I'm giving it to the DA, and he can take it from there.
Cruz.
Yeah. Deja vu, right? It's my only option. I had no choice.
I can't believe this.
Look, let's not talk about it now. Let's sit down and have a nice dinner. Who knows, maybe Lakin will get lucky.
I know in my heart he didn't do anything wrong. You know, Ted, he would never. It's Christy. If he's lying to protect her.
Eden, that's not going to make any difference in the eyes of the law.
I can't stand this.
Would you rather I hadn't told you? Should I have lied myself?
No, you know you can't do that. If you don't practice what you preach, you can't judge anyone else, right?
That's right. I'm investigating. I didn't invent this situation. I warned Ted.
I just can't believe this.
Look, I don't want to talk about this. Let's just sit down, let the day off our backs, and have this nice dinner.
I'm not hungry.
Eden, please don't.
Look, I know what's going to happen if you take this case to the DA. Now, I can't help what you have to do. And I certainly can't help the way I feel about you doing it.